Hey everybody, this is Kevin with Canton Coins and Collectibles. I'm a part-time coin show dealer and a full-time coin collector and precious metals stacker. This is Coins Making Sense. Well, recently I had visited the Cleveland Coin Expo in Broadview Heights, Ohio. There I had a chance to talk with Mike Herzog from MJM by Zog. They're a dealer that specializes in pop culture and collectible bullion. Let's listen in and see what we can find out about this up-and-coming entry point into the numismatic world. Kind of what they're about, man.
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of a misconception that they're not government bullion or government silver. But most of the pieces that I feature of collectible silver are actually government mint issued. So you'll find like Niue Islands, or you'll find Cameroon, and the queen's on the back of most of them, actually, and that's allowed them to be graded as actual coinage. But you'll find virtually something for everybody. Whether you like Mickey Mouse, or whether you like Iron Man, or you have a thing for a certain plant that will grow in a yard. There's a bullion for you, and it's going to be able to be more than likely graded and sold and traded.
Well, I was going to say, what different kinds of things can interest people that are on them?
Well, I mean, people, for as many people as there are, there's just as many varied interests. Some of the big focuses in the collectible silver genres are going to be your Star Wars and your Star Trek. Jurassic Park's huge. Simpsons has been around longer than any other cartoon that has ever been on the air, so there's tons of different Simpsons coins. I actually, with a group of my friends, and our pocket silver, our pocket carry, is Krusty the Clown, because we're a bunch of clowns. So this thing's all beat up, and it gets taken out of my pocket and flipped regularly, and you'll see on the back, there's the queen, letting us know that that's real government issued legal tender right there. But no one's going to really want to trade this over the counter for any goods or services. But this one in particular is actually for the island nation of Tuvalu. And they took this basic Krusty the Clown coin and then given it an aftermarket treatment where it's been enameled. They take a limited production of, I believe, Krusty. I could be way off on this, but they may mint only 5,000 of them, and then they'll take 100 of them and give them this type of special treatment. And there's like 3 or 4 different treatments there. With something like Simpsons, you start seeing that type of variety, where they just keep taking it in every different direction with all different types of characters. Bart, Marge, and Maggie, and the whole family's there. Or your big sci-fi buff, you've got the alien xenomorph. It's got a little plastic cover on it, but once you start getting into this collectible genre of silver, it really starts evolving a bit. So you go from your really cool mint packaging that just has a nice fancy box that's maybe got some felt on it, or wood with magnets to prop them on up real nice. And you start getting into these where there's like toys. I've got the Back to the Future collection that came on out for the anniversary. So you actually have a out-of-time license plate. You've got a hoverboard that's a 2-ounce silver coin. That's an actual hoverboard that's set up on a magnetic, I get so excited, set up on a magnetic base. And you can like push it up and down and it floats in the air. And Mr. Fusion, for all of you nerds out there, I'm not a nerd. I just, I have to buy into it to sell it to you. It's so cool, you'll love them.
Yeah, we're not nerds, we just play them on TV.
That's right. But it's a whole new world. When I was young, liking these types of things, I mean, nerd and geek, that was there to hurt someone's feelings. But nowadays it's celebrated, and it helps us define to others quickly and easily what it is that we like in this world. And we're all different. So we've got to have a lot of different ways to, well, in this case, stack silver, precious metals, and have money available just in case the economy ever collapses. But, like, you then move into the next level. Because they can't be graded, you can send it out to NGC and PCGS. Does anybody ever actually send out to ANACS anymore? Not just that early morning coin. No one. Oh, it is still on the air. Okay, so apparently there's that coin commercial in the morning that does ANACS grading. But for us big boys with the NGC and the PCGS, you can take some of these cool coins. Like, we've got that new Ghostbusters coming out. Check that out. There's the Ghostbusters crew. Right, that's another Tuvalu. So let me get that steady. There we go. So that's another Tuvalu coin, if I'm not mistaken. It'll say it on the label, so you can sit at home and be like, he was right, or that idiot was wrong. But either way, you've got Slimer, you've got Stay Puft, and you got the Ghostbusters crew. And these are coins that have already come out. NGC grades them at a proof. This is that proof 70. PCGS, for whatever reason, does it as a mint state. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's proof, and then PCGS does them as a mint state. But we've got that. And for all of you music buffs out there, we didn't forget about you either. Check this out. You won't be able to see the detail at home with the depth of it. We're going to have to get 3D cameras for this. But once he gets a good zoom in on it, and I know he's got it good and locked, I'm going to tilt it so that you can see that this coin, for Razor's Edge AC/DC, right? It's actually cut into the coin. So, with any luck, you'll be able to see it. But
wow.
You can see how thick the case is compared to the others to allow for that added depth. And these coins are very valuable. You know, depending on the population of the grades, or each of the grades on these coins. Last I checked, this coin was at $240. Now, this type of collectible silver doesn't fluctuate with the spot as much as your traditional numismatics or your bullion. It ebbs and flows with the collectability of it and the availability of it in the marketplace. When, for some reason, something happens where the Godfather movies come on up and they're being talked about more often, for whatever reason, good or bad, then there's an increased interest in that and everything revolving around the Godfather. And something like this Godfather coin, that's a 1 ounce coin, and this is for a new, N-I-U-E nation. Nui, thank you for that. But there are 7 of these Godfather coins in a PF70 in the world. So people start talking about it, and the price on something like this climbs considerably. And then it'll settle back down to its normal value of right around $300 or so. But you'll see that ebb and flow with it.
So just like numismatic coins, they have their high premium, they have their rarity, and all of that dictates the price.
Exactly. And you have, just like with your regular government issue coins that we all have come to love, you're going to get your bullion uncirculated tubes. You're going to get your proofs. And they're putting them on different planchets and giving them different treatments after that. Find your colorized ones, or in this case, there's only one of these at the time of filming in the world. And you're looking at it. It is a limited mintage, I believe, of 500 for the Jurassic World series. It's a 2 ounce silver coin with an antique finish.
Gorgeous.
So the PF70 that I had, of the 2 that went out, there are more 70s out in the world than there are of obviously this one that I said, but the 70 went in a private sale online in a silver group for $800.
Wow.
This one, can't find the comp on something like this, so I can ask whatever I want for it. and it would more than likely be a price designed to make you walk away because it's mine.
So what all new do you have that is coming out?
All new? Right now, let's see, there's the Millennium Falcon came on out as a BU tubes, and so I've got a partner that I go in with is also a silversmith out in California, which is another specialty area for collectible silver, where it's silver pours. A lot of them are using sand casting and to make molds, and then they're pouring into the silver, and that's what my friend Bill Kerrigan does with Smelt My Finger. So him and I went in on halves for a couple of tubes and sent some of those out to NGC for grading. It's, to be honest, it's kind of hard to keep up with. It's an exploding marketplace, and I have my personal areas of interest. So if there is something coming out that I'm not necessarily interested in, then all of a sudden my wife says, "Oh my gosh, the New Zealand Mint has the Nightmare Before Christmas coins, and you gotta get them." But she doesn't actually know they came out. I got them for her birthday. So you never know. But New Zealand Mint, wonderful stuff, where you can get DC Comics there. You can get as I said, Nightmare Before Christmas. You can get the chibis, are super hot right now. They're cute, they're adorable, they're this big, they make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Chibi simply means short and chubby. That's all it means. Anything can be a chibi if you draw it short and chubby. I mean, for a while, I was a chibi. Just put me on a coin, I'll sell them, apparently. But
yeah, chibis are the Funko Pop of the coin industry.
Exactly, and they capitalized on that. And although New Zealand has the Lord of the Rings chibis, they have the what else is there? Star Wars chibis. We've got a Boba Fett chibi over there, and all of that. With the popularity of the Back to the Future anniversary. It's a non-New Zealand mint, but there's a Doc and Marty chibi set that's out there. It's a very limited production, and that probably comes from like the Perth Mint or something. You know, they're all doing stuff that's cool. You've got New Zealand doing DC and Lord of the Rings and yada yada yada. You've got Australia doing The Simpsons. You've got Canada doing Star Trek. You got the U.S. Mint doing The President's Wives. Oh God, we got to step up our game.
Yeah, U.S. has really dropped the ball on the merchandising of the numismatics.
Yeah, I mean, like Barbara Bush. I mean, she's so very. There was that time that please, U.S. Mint, do something cool. I don't want a privy. They did that up north too. Lots of them. 75 privy. Step it up.
Well, hopefully they will hear you.
Yeah. I'll write a letter.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, thank you very much for your time. Anything else you want to say?
No, just keep on stacking, guys. Find your passion. All right, and don't be afraid to try something new. All right? Find ways that are unique and interesting to you to bring the people that you love into the fold and help them find something to grab onto, because once they get bit by that bug, it won't let go.
Thanks, Mike. So if you're interested in collectible bullion, U.S. or foreign coins and paper money, physical gold and silver bullion, and supplies, you'll be able to find all that and more at the Cleveland Coin Expo this Saturday, July 10th, 2021, at the St. Michael's Woodside Event Center at 5025 Mill Road in Broadview Heights, Ohio. Doors open at 9 a.m., and I hope to see you there. So if you like videos about coin collecting, numismatic news, and coin show reviews, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell in order to receive notifications about upcoming videos from the channel. And that's all this time from Coins Making Sense. This is your destination for the dissemination of information to the numismatic nation. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day.